I was single mother. I had 2 kids, 2 and 12 years old. In this time, I was a dancer, I was a choreographer. And all my shows was canceled. It was the finance crisis. And I was really broke. I was this kind of woman, I want to do everything by myself. I don't fight for any, only want my freedom. And you know what? I was sitting in my little apartment at home and was looking at a movie, and this movie changed my life. And now it was like striptease with Demi Moore. I looked this movie and think, wow, yes. Is anyone remember this film, Striptease with Demi Moore? And I was sitting there and I was thinking, oh my God, what she's doing on the pole. It looks amazing. It's so beautiful. And I was a dancer at this time. And I was thinking, I have to learn this workout first by myself and then teach others. But the problem was I had 30,000 debts in this time. And I have to fly to the US to learn pole dance, while in this time it wasn't possible in Europe. And I was thinking, okay, I asked some investors, and you know what they say to me, Daniela, forget it. The Swiss women never will go on the pole. Yes, but I was so focused, and I was thinking, no, they will go on the pole with the right workout. I go from bank to bank, nobody won't give me any credit. Nobody. As a single mama with 2 kids, with no job, you don't get a credit. I found one bank in Switzerland. They give me 7,500 Swiss francs. It's the same currency in dollars, 7,500. I buy a ticket, I fly to the US, I learn this pole dance, I come back to Switzerland, I write all my steps, all the choreographies, how I can show women the dance on the pole. I organized the first workshop, and the workshop was sold out after 1 day. And you know what? I had in the room 20 women with 4 poles. And you know what I'm thinking? Oh my God, they have to share the pole now. And this was my motivation to open our own studio, but I had still 30,000 debts. I had still the credit for 7,500, but I go forward. And I met 2 guys, they believe in me and say, Daniela, you know what? We like to do the entrepreneur for the studio. You don't have to pay anything. We believe in your idea. And I said, okay, let's do it. And I had my key in my hand. I opened the first studio. The people are coming from everywhere. They're coming from Germany to Switzerland to learn pole dance. And for this money I get in, for this income, I buy my credit, I buy the debts, everything, all the bills. And 6 months later, I open studio number 2. It's not finished yet. 6 months later, in a row, I open studios by myself. Only single mother with 2 kids. No husband, no investor, nobody on my side. And 10 years later, I open already 15 studios. And this is what I like to say first, before you invest. Everything in life, everything is possible when you believe. When you believe in yourself and don't let anybody take your dream away, then everything in life is possible. And we are here today to support each other. We are so strong, ladies. Of course, some men are here. We are so strong together. Don't compete with other women. When you see a beautiful woman, go to her and say, oh my God, you look amazing. And this is the key. This is the key. And that's why we are here today. And come back to the investment part. the investment part like this. I do everything in my life with a passion. Passion is number one. The money comes after. And for me, when I was broke in 2008, my dream was always like to have an apartment in Miami South Beach. How many of you like to have an apartment in Miami South Beach? And you know what I do every night when I go to sleep? I was broke in this time. I was manifesting this apartment for me. I saw myself, how I walk in this apartment, how I sit on the couch, how I look outside, the amazing view. And you know what? After 5 years, I opened the door from my first apartment in Miami South Beach, and my view is over Star Island. And that's why I start to invest in properties. Why I love properties? Not to think about to make a lot of money. First, I invest, I live in the property by myself, and later I rent it out. And you know what? What I want to say at the end? Your dream, it's so important. And don't think small. Think big. When you believe, nobody can take your dream away. You have to go a step forward. This is very important. We think sometimes too much. We think, oh, maybe yes, or maybe when I lose my money. But start small. Take a risk. What I learned from my mother is, when I be true, I never want to be in the life like her. She have to ask for every money, for every one D-mark. It was not euro, it was D-mark in this time. She have to ask. And when I saw her, it broke my heart. And I was thinking, I would never in my life be in this situation. And that's why it's so important. Take a risk. Invest in yourself. Go forward. And when you fall down, stand up again. This is important. Every one of us, everyone, fall down once. But when you can look up, you can stand up. When I build up my studios and the money comes in, and of course, with this money I can buy Gucci bags or Louis Vuitton and all these things. But you know what I do? I put every month like $20,000 on the side. The studios are getting more successful. Of course, I can spend this money for beautiful things, but I put it on the side. And that's why I bought the first apartment, or the second apartment in Switzerland. Put it on the side, the money, every month it grows. When you start to buy a property, you don't have to pay everything in the beginning. You can pay step by step. Maybe in the beginning you have 20% you have to pay on the property, and then put the money on the side.
Thank you.
I buy my first bag in the age of 45. And this was okay for me. Invest first in yourself.